What's going on, everybody? This is Superintendent Mike here, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode, we did 2 stars, and I had to start a new profile because all those recordings on my other capture card, they failed. Now I'm using Elgato Game Capture HD, and hopefully it's a huge success. I'm recording this in 720p right now. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad and everything. But yeah, so now I have to do this over again. It's not too big of a deal because episode 1 was just the first 2 stars, and I'm glad I didn't upload several videos and then episode 8 failing, and on after that. So I'm actually using my pop filter right now. This is the first video I'm actually going to upload to YouTube with it. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting. Probably gonna be doing a brawl stream tonight. I'm recording this Friday morning pretty early because I have to, so I'm doing other stuff. And one thing I find really cool about this whole setup that I'm doing is, and I'll explain how to do it with PC in like a tutorial video, which it was a real pain, but I got by it somehow. I got very lucky, so I'll just accept that. But what's interesting about this is that the input is component, but the output is HD with playing on the Wii, which I find very interesting that this is actually capable of outputting the Wii in high, well, it's not in high def or anything, but it's putting the game out at 480p, 60 Hz for some reason. I don't know why, but this is 15 megabits a second. With my internet speed, I might as well just leave it alone at 15 megabits. The highest you can go on this card is, I believe, 30, which that's 1080p. So, but it said 480p is 50 megabits, so maybe 20 megabits would be 720p, I don't know. So we got Yoshi, it's pretty good. Hopefully the audio is actually pretty good, because the only big downside to this capture card is that it records the audio into one file, so you have to play around with it a bit, and once you get your right settings, you'll be okay. It's actually easier for me, it being one audio file, because when I do DxTory and such, it's 2, which is a convenience. But when I want to import the game into Adobe Premiere Pro, it's a pain in the neck. And here's this comment medal, which I failed to get. I use Adobe Premiere Pro instead of Sony Vegas like most people use. I don't know, I just like Premiere Pro. It's a real preference thing. Those 2 programs are probably the best out there other than Final Cut Pro and probably a couple others too. Can't think of them off the top of my head, but I just like Adobe Premiere Pro. It's just a lot smoother to me, and running is just a lot faster on there once I enabled CUDA cores, which for some reason it's not automatically enabled on there. I don't know why, but it's whatever. Vegas does that automatically, which was nice. Once I enabled it on Adobe Premiere Pro, which I use CS 5.5, or is it 6? I don't even remember. It could be 6 for all I know, but I don't really care because I've used pretty much all the Adobes for many years, so they all do the same things, just the newer ones have newer shortcuts and stuff. That's pretty much the basics with a lot of programs. The user interface with Adobe has pretty much always been the same. So, but yeah, if there are any video editing programs I'd recommend to get to, oh, it's a bunch of coins. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Using, it would be Premiere Pro, but if you like Vegas, the layout and such, go for it. I mean, no one's gonna stop you, but I just like Adobe Premiere Pro. And with this being one audio file, it's easy because you can just import it and then boom, edit, and then whatever else. But when I use this for DxTory, it's 2. So then I would have to extract the audio file, which isn't too big of a deal, but save the recordings like over an hour or so, which I'm starting to lean away from because in case recordings fail, I'll be able to get some sort of footage up. Because doing a really long recording can be a bad idea. And I don't exactly know if I'm going to do this with the Elgato. And I could get up there with the infinite footage up if I want. Ugh. I'm just bad at it. I can only do it like up to 2 or 3 times in a row, so. I wasn't even aiming at that guy and yet I ate him, okay. Yoshi's so happy. So I don't know if I'm actually going to LP another game. It's a game that has so much hype on this channel because it was a co-op, and unfortunately it kind of got canceled because it's mainly my fault. Because I'm really busy on the weekends and that was kind of the only time we could record, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna solo it out. Theoretically, I could co-op, it's just partner doesn't want to do YouTube videos. The old partner I had did, but my regular partner for like everything else doesn't want to do YouTube videos, which is understandable because, you know, it's not weird, but you just don't want to expose yourself or whatever. Anyway, let's stop talking about that because it's none of my business, but even though they're watching the video right now, hi! Can you die? Okay. Anyways, the star is right around the corner here. We actually did pretty good on starbits. Because I kind of went through quick on the first 2 stars, so I didn't get a whole lot of starbits, but this actually was pretty good that I came back. And because you need to feed hungry Lumas in this game. And early on they're not that expensive, but late in the game they get pretty greedy. Like you really have to grind. And there are a couple of specific levels that I'll point out later on in the game that are really good for grinding. So one of them actually uses a specific power-up. So that ought to be interesting. Alright, shut up, Chugga. Okay, Mario has an egg on his nose. Yippee. Yippee! Woohoo! I mean, just getting back to like recordings and such, probably just to be safe, you need 3. I have 3, but I'm just gonna do Stars by Galaxy. If I'm not familiar with the hidden stars, which yes, there are hidden stars in this game. I don't know if that's really a surprise or not, but like, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I was looking at the recording.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that if I don't necessarily know the hidden star, then I'll just skip it and come back to it later or such if I remember, because I'm gonna try and do this LP without watching any sort of videos. So yeah, I'm gonna try to. Try my very best. Now I think that has a 1-up in it, so there's really no reason to go over there. I think what you wanted the idea to hear is to break that, and then you move on. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's just a 1-up. Okay. That's a good spot to get starbits. Got over 20, or 20, whatever. But for the first couple worlds, I'm probably gonna be very familiar with all the hidden stars. I mean, I did the first world 100%, except for super secret stars, which that's just a code name, just a spoiler alert or anything. This actually brings you over here because you have a life shroom over here, which I got in episode 1. If I can remember where it is. I don't remember. This one, there's no life shroom? Oh, there it is. I was about to say, like, there's gotta be a life shroom here. That'd be pointless if it was just a 1-up. Because whenever you see a life shroom, that usually means a boss. And this boss that we're gonna take on, which is right there. close. See if I can pull it off on the next spiny. Okay. Pretty sure you're gonna have to do it once here. Yep. What you're supposed to do is pull that out, pull this out right here, and I goofed up. But basically, when you're crouching, you don't necessarily want to jump off. You just want to lightly tap Z and A. I completely forgot that button. Who remembers the Z button on the Wii remote? I mean, the nunchuck, because it's just. I mean, it's there for the long jump. I mean, crouching, but I don't really. And then there's C right above it. I don't exactly remember which specific games actually use the C button, but whatever. And I would honestly be vastly more comfortable playing this game with a GameCube controller, to be honest. Yes, I get the whole motion thing and everything, picking up the star bits, but I don't know. The joystick on the nunchuck is kind of clunky, and I don't really like pointing at the screen so much. But you know, it's whatever. It's not gonna be a Galaxy 3, and if there was, it would almost definitely have motion controls. So there's no way they would change it this late in the franchise or series. Excuse me. So here's the third hit on this boss. This hit right here is pretty RNG a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't count, of course. Don't kill my Yoshi. Yoshi doesn't die, he just does that. He kind of disappears. Okay. Get really claustrophobic. Alright, got him. That was pretty good. I didn't die, which is very good. So, yeah. There's stupid email. There's the star. Another thing I really want to point out with the Elgato is that it doesn't start capturing right away. Like, I've noticed that it takes about 10 to 15 seconds, because what it does is it takes footage before you started and then it like catches itself up. So I waited 30 seconds before I started recording just to be safe. And if that's not safe, then I'm probably gonna wait a minute after starting the recording, because this whole live feature, it's cool, but like when you're let's playing and such, it can be really annoying. If I have enough to feed this hungry Luma, I'm gonna do one more star, because this star is pretty quick, and I might as well do it, because the next episode is probably just gonna be 2 stars. 300, yep, let's do it. And I even knew that too, it's just I temporarily forgot it. Alright, so these are hungry Lumas. You have to feed them, and you have to feed them a specific way, which is kind of odd, but if you miss, then you're screwed. But you don't even have to aim at the Luma's mouth. You can just aim anywhere on his body and he'll still collect them, I'm pretty sure. So this is our first hidden star. I am gonna go over my 15 minutes, but I said in between 15 and 20. So you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna try to do 3 stars an episode. That's my goal. If I can do 4, that's good, but if I do 3 and it's like really quick, like say 13 minutes or even 12, I'm probably gonna end the episode off there unless I know the next star is a pretty quick one, because you have a quick star, then you have a short star, and a quick star and a short star. Like, it's really kind of random in this game. This one's quick. When it comes to bosses, they can be quick, but just regular stars and bosses are usually the lengthy ones. Like, I've noticed that bosses, they kind of cut it to the chase a little bit in this game, but it's whatever. So flip swap. Whenever you shake, not jump, whenever you spin, excuse me. Excusez-moi. You flip the platforms, which is pretty interesting. In later Mario games, they actually implemented this. Actually, yeah, they implemented this, or earlier. I don't I can remember if this was implemented earlier in the Mario franchise, but I remember that that was really delayed. Some implementations of this, you actually, when you jump, you flip platforms, but in this it's shake, which I find to be a lot more, how should I put this, less stressful, because you can actually save yourself by not spinning. When you jump, that's one thing, but spinning is another thing. And be careful with these chain chomps because they can be kind of wonky. And my cursor is acting kind of weird. So, I saved that guy, but now he's dead. Yeah, that was pretty close. Collect a couple star bits. Only 6? Dang, I'm only gonna get 6 in this level. You can also change the camera angle. I'm just gonna take my sweet time here because I don't really care. Except for this part. And I could probably make that jump. Yep. Oh! See, that's the cool thing about it. You can save yourself like that in case you get zapped, which I probably didn't need to get zapped, but it's whatever. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good episode. 3 stars. Gonna record a couple more episodes, at least 2 more. Because I think I'm still gonna consider while I'm doing these next 2 episodes if I'm gonna start recording the other game.
See?
And we now get this. If I can remember how to do this correctly. Basically, when you hit that, the best way to do it is, which is almost nearly guaranteed, is if the item that you want is north, west of you, kind of, or in between north and northwest. So that's where you want to hit the die. Alrighty, so thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Super Nintendo Mike here, and in the next episode of Super Mario Galaxy 2, we're going to go to the next galaxy, which you'll see then. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.